An airplane ride can be the most uncomfortable experience of your life. Long lines at the airport, crying babies, and armrest hoggers are only some of the problems we face. These problems don't apply to these upcoming aircrafts. From the US President's private jet to Cold War military planes to the world's most expensive military aircraft. Here are 10 of the most expensive aircrafts ever built. Spoiler alert, it's over $1 billion. Starting off with number 10, Trump's private jet for $100 million. Before he was the President of the United States, Donald Trump was a property tycoon. He bought this particular 727 Boeing off Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen. It might not be the most expensive aircraft in the world. Well, $100 million isn't cheap either, but it's one of the most luxurious and distinguishable. It's got the Trump logo printed on nearly everything, including the plane itself. The plane features main and guest bedrooms, a dining room, a bathroom with 47-karat gold fixtures, and a lounge. As president, Trump used this Air Force One, which coincidentally is also one of the most expensive aircraft ever built. Check it out at number 2. Up next is number 9, P-8A Poseidon at $256.5 million. P-8A Poseidon is a military aircraft that operates in anti-submarine warfare and anti-surface warfare. The Swiss Army knife aircraft is armed to the teeth with various weapons like torpedoes and anti-ship missiles. Coming in at number 8 is Boeing E-3 Sentry at $270 million. The Boeing E-3 Sentry is also known as AWACS. It's an American early warning and control aircraft. It's got a 30-foot radar that can detect low-flying aircraft over land. It can perform reconnaissance and provide airlift and support for other forces. It's one of the most distinguishable aircraft with a rotodome above the fuselage. It played a massive role in the Persian Gulf War, directing coalition aircraft against the Iraqi forces. It was also used for relief operations after Hurricanes Rita and Katrina. Data from the E-3 allows the first ever air war to be recorded in aerial history. Coming in at our number 7 of the most expensive aircrafts ever built is the C-17 Globemaster III at $366.2 million. Officially named the McDonnell Douglas or Boeing C-17 Globemaster III, it's a military transport aircraft. There are currently 274 C-17s around the world, owned by the US, UK, Qatar, and 5 other countries. This reliable aircraft can transport troops and cargo no matter the harsh terrain it could encounter. And it can perform airlift missions, medical evacuations, and airdrops. Moving forward, we have at number 6, F-22 Raptor, $412 million. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is a single-seat all-weather stealth aircraft, and it's considered one of the best combat aircraft in the world. Everything about it was designed for minimal visibility, even the pilot's helmet. It's an absolute monster on the battlefield. Its range of capabilities extends to ground attacks, electronic warfare, and signal intelligence. The Raptor has a state-of-the-art sensor suite that allows the pilot to track down, identify, and shoot threats before being detected. Coming up next is our number 5 on this list, the 747-8I Boeing business jet at $420 million. The 747-8I Boeing business jet is one of the world's largest private jets. One particular model was bought for private use by an unknown Middle Eastern businessman who gave the French company a carte blanche for designing the interior. He wanted simple, true luxury. The aircraft's entrance looks like a mansion's foyer, and the rest is divided into suites. The main suite is the bedroom located directly under the cockpit, the farthest spot from the engine and away from all the noise. There are lounges, a dining room, a guest bedroom, and bathrooms with the main features, a walk-in shower. Up next is number 4, the Airbus A380 at $445.6 million. The Airbus A380 is the world's biggest and most lavish passenger jet plane. It's a double deck capable of seating 525 passengers and is also certified to carry 853 on the main and upper decks. The nickname Super Jumbo stems from the fact that it's a huge aircraft and it's crazy expensive. The plane is 239 feet long, 78 feet tall, and 262 from one wingtip to the other. It's been in service for over a decade, having made its first test flight in 2005. Sadly, it's proven to be so costly that the company has decided to stop its production line. There are only 252 Airbus A380 planes now. Coming up next is number 3, B-1B Lancer at $414 million. Dubbed the Bone. The Rockwell B-1B Lancer is a supersonic multi-mission heavy bomber. It was originally made to be a strategically nuclear bomber. As of 2020, it's one of the 3 strategic bombers in the U.S. Air Force, and with the others are the B-52 Stratofortress and the B-2 Spirit, with the latter being the world's most expensive aircraft ever built. The Bone has almost 50 world records for speed, range, and payload abilities. Coming in at number 2 is the Boeing VC-25 at $660 million. Also commonly referred to as Air Force One, though that title is only used when the plane is used to transport the President of the U.S., Boeing airplanes have carried presidents from Roosevelt to Trump. The Flying Oval Office is 4,000 square feet of interior floor space that can comfortably hold 70 passengers and a 26-person crew. It features a conference or dining room, presidential quarters, offices, among other accommodations. Now, the top one on this list of the most expensive aircrafts ever built is the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber at $2.2 billion. The Stealth Bomber is an American low-observable heavy strategic bomber. It's a product of the Cold War and is the most survivable aircraft in the world. It's an engineering marvel that can carry out all-altitude attacks up to 50,000 feet in the air, and it can deploy conventional and thermonuclear weapons, as well as carry a payload of 20 tons. With mid-air fueling, it can easily go anywhere in the world. When it's not engaged in combat or maintenance, it's used in movies. The Stealth Bomber has appeared in Marvel movies, The Rock's Rampage, and Independence Day.